Hello and welcome to one more session of reading comprehension. But before that, let's just do the things we do. By the way, a PDF जो है वो description में रहेगा. You can download iQuanta app for IPMAT and get free doubt solving sessions and also get free content. तो लूट लो. And then of course you have one opportunity to make some money by engaging yourself on the app. Like the comment, comment the comment, comment the like, whatever that means, you can make some money. यहाँ पे साथ दिखा हुआ है, लिखा हुआ है. And of course, you've got batches that are running for 27 and 28. So take a pick and you may join. And here we have the RC. पढ़ लो. Pause and read. Page number 2. Question number 1. Question number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. And number 6. Sorry, it is number 5, number 6. All right, we can go back to reading the passage and then we discuss. Okay. Ella Baker built in the background. मतलब forefront पे नहीं थी, but काफी सारा back office काम किया. Though her work as a grassroots organizer helped strengthen the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, as in Black, NAACP, shaped the civil rights movement and sparked the explosion of youth activism in 1960s America, she had no interest in becoming one of the movement's celebrated leaders. Strong people, she once said, don't need strong leaders. तो ये इनकी philosophy थी that strong people do not need strong leaders. वो अपने आप में काबिल हैं. कौन है मिस एला बेकर? Born in 1903 in Norfolk, Virginia, Baker grew up believing that community came first. Belief क्या थी? That community came first. As a child, her family moved to her grandparents' farm in North Carolina, where she helped pick vegetables to share with neighbors. In her 20s, she moved to New York during the Harlem Renaissance, worked as a journalist, and helped establish a black cooperative during the Great Depression. Great Depression 1930s का जो economic depression था. Speaking at the time, she argued that the day of sharply defined individualism is rapidly giving place to that of mutual interdependence, which means इसके दिन खत्म हो गए हैं और अब शुरू हो रहा है mutual interdependence. In 1941, Baker became a field officer for the NAACP, traveling through the South to help local branches tackle discrimination and unemployment. तो 41 में field officer बन गई. Although the organization followed a top-down structure मतलब ऊपर से हुक्म आते थे, नीचे follow हो रहा है, and often represented middle-class interests, Baker encouraged local chapters to include people from every walk of life. मतलब not only middle class, it should also include poor and maybe the rich. She recruited members in bars and pool halls and believed defending an ordinary citizen from injustice mattered as much as any major legal case. तो ये भी था कि ordinary citizen को इन्होंने top priority दे रखी थी. Her approach often clashed with the leadership. अच्छा, जो इनकी अप्रोच थी ग्रासरूट लेवल पे वो क्लैश कर रही थी किससे? लीडरशिप से. But it proved highly effective, helping double the NAACP's membership to more than 400,000 by 1944. तो membership लेकिन double हो गई क्योंकि she was working at the grassroots level. Her influence grew further during the Montgomery bus boycott of 1955. Together with Bayard Rustin and Stanley Levison, Baker helped conceive the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, SCLC, with Martin Luther King Jr. as its leader. Martin Luther King Jr. बेटा इनका नाम पक्का आपने सुना होगा. Speech है I have a dream. बिल्कुल सुनिए. As a leader. As the SLC's first full-time staff member and later its executive director, Baker performed much of the organization's essential work. She secured its first office, drafted public statements, organized voter registration drives. क्या क्या काम किया? secured its first office, drafted public statements, organized voter registration drives, and helped black southerners file voting discrimination complaints. तो ये सब काम किया है, important हो गया. Despite these contributions, Baker and King differed sharply. तो Martin Luther King and Baker differed sharply मतलब आपस में agreements कम होते थे, disagreements ज़्यादा होते थे. Baker believed lasting change depended on developing local leadership and empowering ordinary people. Baker का कहना था that lasting change depends on developing local leadership and empowering ordinary people, whereas SCLC increasingly centered on King's national leadership. She also felt the organization sidelined women. दूसरी problem, the organization was not letting women come into prominence, later remarking that there was little place for her among ministers accustomed to viewing women mainly as supporters. तो ministers भी कुछ खास इनकी बात सुनते नहीं थे. In 1960, Baker organized a retreat for more than 125 student activists in North Carolina. While King and other senior leaders wanted the students to become a youth wing of SCLC, Baker encouraged them to create an independent ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. ये चाह रहे थे, लीडरशिप चाह रही थी कि वो यूथ विंग डेवलप कर दें. बेकर ने क्या किया कि आप सेपरेट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ही क्रिएट कर लो. द मीटिंग लेड टू द बर्थ ऑफ द स्टूडेंट नॉन वायलेंट कोऑर्डिनेटिंग कमिटी SNCC, which became a driving force behind sit-ins, dharna, that is voter registration campaigns, and the freedom rides. Baker remained an advisor, always placing the movement above personal recognition. She continued advocating for racial justice until her death in 1986. Her commitment to grassroots organizing reflected her lifelong belief that meaningful change could never simply be directed from above. Instead, it had to grow from ordinary people acting together because, as she believed, they themselves were ultimately their strongest protection against injustice. Ordinary people could defend themselves only and only through themselves. कोई और मदद शायद ना कर पाए उनकी. So that was Ms. Baker. अब आता है question number 1. Which of the following best captures the central idea of the passage? So you may have options that contain some or the other idea, but the question is regarding the central idea. A. Ella Baker's influence on the civil rights movement was underestimated primarily because gender discrimination prevented her from receiving public recognition. Too many loopholes. चलो ये तो मान लेते हैं primarily because of gender discrimination, ठीक है, but पब्लिक रिकग्निशन तो उनको मिला ही मिला है. एंड प्लस दिस इज नॉट द सेंट्रल थीम. दे आर नॉट डिस्कसिंग कि रिकग्निशन नहीं मिली, मिली क्यों मिली. दिस इज नॉट द डिस्कशन. कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशंस की बात हो रही है, इसको एलिमिनेट करते हैं बेटा. बी. Ella Baker's greatest contribution lay not in leading the civil rights movement herself, but in creating conditions that enabled others to lead. She created many grassroots level leaders probably. Hold करते हैं. C. The success of the civil rights movement depended more on organizational efficiency than on charismatic leadership. Baker was against this individual charismatic leadership, but we don't have enough data to say that it depended more on organizational efficiency than. कोई comparison नहीं दिया बेटा इस तरह से straightforward. इसको हटाते हैं. D. Ella Baker believed that large-scale political movements should avoid nationally recognized leaders altogether. Absolute हो गया कि leadership national level पे चाहिए नहीं, कोई movement काम नहीं करता अगर national level पे leadership नहीं है. Local भी चाहिए, national level पे भी चाहिए. तो we eliminate this and we go back to B for Bombay. Ella Baker's greatest contribution lay not in leading the civil rights movement herself, but in creating conditions that enabled others to lead. Number 2. Which of the following can be most reasonably inferred about Baker's disagreements with SCLC? Okay. A. She viewed national organizations as fundamentally incapable of representing local communities. नहीं, बेकर ने ऐसा तो कहीं कोई हिंट नहीं दिया that she considered these fundamentally incapable. वो था कि हाँ, grassroots level पे भी काम होना चाहिए. B. She opposed Martin Luther King Jr.'s methods because she considered direct action less effective than local legal reform. In fact, ये तो direct action तो उसने committees वगैरह form की हैं. So it is not that she considered them less effective. Okay, eliminated. C. She believed that excessive dependence on a single prominent leader could limit the long-term growth of grassroots activism. ये हो सकता है. D. She believed that voter registration campaigns distracted activists from more immediate civil rights concerns. In fact, she herself was acting on this. तो वो डिस्ट्रैक्शन की बात इसके लिए तो नहीं करेंगी वो. Eliminated. Answer C for cat, that she believed that excessive dependence on a single prominent leader could limit the long-term growth of grassroots activism. This can be inferred because she was very, very forceful regarding developing grassroots leadership. Number 3. Which of the following, if true, would most strengthen the passage's portrayal of Baker's philosophy? Okay. Communities that developed independent local leadership continued organizing successfully even after nationally recognized leaders withdrew. हाँ, ये strength दे रहा है किसको? Grassroots leadership को. And she was always in favor of developing grassroots leadership. तो बेटा ये तो हम शायद strengthen की बात कर सकते हैं कि national leadership चले भी गया तो भी grassroots के बंदे अपना काम कर ले जा रहे हैं, which means what? Strengthen हो गए वो. B. Public demonstrations led by nationally known figures consistently attracted larger crowds than local campaigns. पहली बात तो अट्रैक्टिंग क्राउड्स एंड एडिंग वैल्यू दो डिफरेंट चीज है बेटा. ठीक है, तो इस बेसिस पे हम ये इसको स्ट्रेंथन नहीं कर सकते. दिस इज गॉन. सी एंड प्लस इट इज टॉकिंग अबाउट नेशनली नोन फिगर्स, विच मींस नेशनल लीडरशिप की बात यहां पे हो रही है प्रॉब्ली. सी. Most members of SNCC eventually sought leadership positions within established national organizations. Well, उन्होंने कहा था कि अपना अलग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन डेवलप करो, ना कि नेशनल लीडरशिप को हटा के खुद आ जाओ. ओके, तो दिस इज eliminated. The NAACP experienced rapid membership growth in regions where its legal victories received widespread media coverage. I don't think we have anything about media coverage. ठीक है, बात है उनकी फिलॉसफी को स्ट्रेंथन करने की, ना कि मीडिया कवरेज के थ्रू क्या हुआ ये बोलने का. तो we go back to A. Then we come to number 4. Number 4 says, the discussion of the formation of the SNCC primarily serves to illustrate that Baker. Okay, SNCC का हमने डिस्कशन क्यों किया है? A. Baker considered direct confrontation to be the only effective strategy for achieving racial justice. दो चीजें, direct confrontation ठीक है किया, but only effective strategy, this is absolute, cannot be the answer. B. Baker regarded student activism as more effective than the work of established civil rights organization. Again, comparison more effective. Did she consider this? I don't think so. C. Believed younger activists should replace older leaders. Nope. Eliminated. D. Preferred developing autonomous grassroots institutions over expanding the influence of existing organization. ये तभी वो independence इनको बोला था कि you form an independent institution. Okay, so we go with D for Delhi. Number 5. Which of the following assumptions most strongly underlies Baker's belief that strong people don't need strong leaders? क्या सोच के उन्होंने ऐसा बोला that strong people do not need strong leaders? Okay. A. Political movements become ineffective whenever they develop identifiable public leaders. I don't think so that she was assuming this कि यार अगर leadership develop हो जाएगी तो फिर movement है वो ineffective हो जाएगा. I don't think she was assuming this when she said that strong people don't need strong leaders. Lasting social change depends more on the capacity of ordinary people to organize themselves than on the authority of exceptional individuals. ये हो सकता है because she said the best defense against any injustice for the ordinary people is ordinary people. ठीक, तो I think ये हम होल्ड कर सकते हैं. बेटा सी पे चलते हैं. Individuals naturally possess the organizational skills required to sustain collective actions. No, naturally possess नहीं, maybe they should be trained, they should be told how to do it. तो ये भी assumption इसके पीछे नहीं है. Strong people don't need strong leaders. D. Leadership inevitably weakens democratic participation within every social movement. तो फिर वो grassroots level पे भी leadership की बात क्यों ही करेंगी? तो this also doesn't make sense and we go to B for Bombay. 6th, which of the following best reflects the author's attitude towards Baker's approach in leadership? Favor में ही है थोड़ा. Baker's commitment to grassroots organizing proved influential because it prioritized building enduring civic participation over personal prominence. सब सूट कर रहा है, होल्ड कर लो. B. Although Baker's ideas occasionally conflicted with those of the better known leaders like Martin Jr. King, history has largely vindicated her criticism. ये कहीं नहीं पता हमको कि history has largely, passage में बस इतना लिखा है that they had differences, that's it. How history treated them, we have no idea from the passage. Eliminated. C. Baker's greatest achievement was ensuring that women gained greater influence within the civil rights movement. This probably has been discussed, but was it the greatest achievement? I think greatest achievement was to develop the functionality at the grassroots level. ठीक है, तो हटाते हैं बेटा, greatest absolute हो गया वैसे भी यहाँ पे. B, Baker's organizational methods were valuable chiefly because they complemented Martin Luther King Jr.'s public leadership. They complemented means वो secondary role play कर रही है, but ऐसा नहीं, हमारा passage is entirely about Baker and less about Martin Luther King Jr. Eliminated, we go to A. Fine. So 6 questions. Please tell me if you got all 6 correct. या अपना स्कोर नीचे दे दिया करो यार, देखें भाई क्या हो क्या रहा है आपकी जिंदगी में. And yes, again we get back to winning some money through iCoins. And again I tell you to join the batches 27-28. And again I say bye bye.